to overcome social anxiety, build confidence connecting with people. I help them to develop their natural strengths and also build a positive lifestyle which helps them thrive. Starting this new series of live streams. This is my first go at it. Morning confidence and motivation. From tomorrow onwards, I'm going to be doing it earlier in the day, making it a consistent thing so that everybody knows what time it is. They can join if they have some time to side to spend in the morning, and they want to pick themselves up, feel motivated, inspired, and make it a productive week. Something that was coming to mind when I was setting this stream up, because all my streams are improvised. Something about confidence. It's about not flaking on yourself. So there's thoughts and then there's actions. But how often do we say to ourselves, I'm gonna join a gym and get fit and healthy, but don't do it. I'm gonna get up at this time tomorrow, but then you don't do it. I'm gonna do these tasks today, then you don't do it. I'm gonna go to socials this week and push my comfort zone, and then you don't do it. If it's a really, really common occurrence and you're always saying things, you're thinking things, agreeing to do them, but then not actually doing them, what's really happening is you're breaking your own trust. And then you can get to a stage where you don't believe anything you think. And if you don't believe in your thoughts, you're not going to believe in the words that you're speaking either. So when you tell somebody that you're going to join a gym, you might say it without much confidence and conviction because you don't really believe it. When you're at a job interview and you're saying you're going to be good at the job, you don't really believe it because other things that you're saying, you're not following up with them. So it comes across as a lack of confidence, a lack of belief. If you don't trust what you're saying, how can other people trust what you're saying? So what I'm encouraging you to do is really realize that there's weight to your thoughts. You want them to mean something. I'm not talking about the subconscious thoughts that just pop up. Like if I say don't think of a purple elephant, you think of a purple elephant. I'm talking about plans that you make with yourself. Commitment. So you want your thoughts to have weight to them. And by weight, I mean that there's a power there. When you're thinking, do you know what? I'm going to get fit and healthy. You actually mean it. And you actually believe it. You actually take the action and you actually do it. You're no longer a one-entrepreneur, you're an entrepreneur. You're no longer someone that makes wishy-washy promises. You actually deliver exactly what you say you're going to deliver. And when your thoughts have weight to them, meaning that you trust yourself and you're committed to following through with them, you believe in yourself, you know that you're going to do what you say, then when you're speaking to people, it's easy to come across as confident. It's not about fooling people, tricking people into believing you're someone you're not. It's about actually being the person that you want to be. It's not about body language hacks to appear confident. It's about actually being confident. A lot of advice out there is how to create an impression and build an image that you're this confident, amazing person. Rather than worry about building an image, just actually be that person. Take the pressure off, and then you'll get treated that way, but also you have the skill set. So I teach transformation. I'm not interested in someone learning some body language tricks to appear confident, learning to take up space and change their voice so they speak a different way. I'm all about people actually becoming the person they want to be and just being themselves. So this is one of the themes. It's making promises to yourself and plans and actually not abandoning yourself, not flaking on your own plans, trusting yourself. If you say you're going to do something, actually do that thing. That isn't easy. Saying you're going to do something, that's the easy bit. Actually doing it is the hard part. There's a barrier there. Could be fear. It's often fear. Could be some emotional blockages, challenges with life. But you doing this, it makes you, firstly, a reliable and punctual person. And this probably applies to 50% of the population, being reliable and punctual. Making plans, turning up on time, sticking to the plans. I have this with my coaching. So I offer the first session to clients free of charge and then charge for further sessions. Try before you buy. And I would say with the free taster session, probably a 50% show up, no show up ratio. And I learned early on in the coaching that if someone doesn't show up once and they make an excuse, they're highly likely to try and do the same thing again. It's a pattern. I got coaching from a guy in London that was really good, super helpful for me. In 3 years, didn't miss a single session. I was 15 minutes late about twice in 3 years. So there's good people out there, but just because someone's good doesn't mean they're reliable. And if someone's not reliable, that's a them problem. They're not able to organize their life, stick with their plans. If someone's rescheduling and cancelling once, it's a red flag. They might do that several times over. And this is where you have to have the boundaries. But firstly, make yourself that reliable person. And not just reliable where you turn up. Turning up is half the battle. But then turning up when you've turned up, that's the other half. If you're doing a public talk, for example, just turning up to do the talk, that's half the battle. The other half is when you're there, committing to the talk, being open, being confident, and going for it. Turning up when you've already turned up. So just becoming someone that's reliable and punctual, that's part of the battle. You come up with a schedule for yourself and you stick to it. Cool. But then really committing when you're doing these tasks, that's a different level. And that's how you get the results and then belief in yourself. If you turn up to the gym and you half-ass it, it's not going to help you believe in yourself. You're going to believe in yourself a bit, Okay, if I say I'm going to get fit and healthy, there's a chance I will because I'm going to a gym. But if you can see yourself going to a gym, really committing, going for it, getting the form right, breaking a sweat, okay, now you're actually following through with what you're saying. It's not just thoughts. Um, it's not like a cul-de-sac where there's no through road, there's follow through. The thoughts lead somewhere. The thoughts lead to actions, and the actions are leading to results. And the great thing with setting your mind to a goal such as a health and fitness goal is that when you've achieved it, it's going to give you this transferable confidence, and you can apply this to you can transfer it to other areas in life. Wow, I managed to get super fit and healthy, and was disciplined for 2 years. Great diet, health and fitness. That's amazing. Now let's focus on my career. Let's get a promotion. Let's get myself into a job that I'm going to actually enjoy and go for it. Achieving one goal gives you confidence to achieve something else, especially if this is a goal that you've set your mind to and you've chosen for yourself. It doesn't really count if you're living somebody else's life. Someone's given you an agenda, a role, a script, and you're following this. Because the more you follow this, you're just moving further down the wrong path. The analogy for this that I've read is you're climbing a ladder to success, but there's not much point in going further if the ladder is leaning against the wrong wall. You're going further down the wrong path. And sure, you're going to get some life experience and learn some skills, but it only counts if you're going down the right path, your purpose, something that you actually want to do in life. Not to please your parents, not to get some street cred, some recognition, to tick boxes, something which comes from the heart rather than the ego as well. Whatever your purpose and goals are. So when you achieve results and the results that you actually want to achieve, and you're not doing it for somebody else, you're doing it for you, that's empowering. And it can give you a real boost, and you can use that boost to tackle something different, which might be more intimidating. And you have to take time to appreciate all the small wins along the way. You know, a guy that I coach, Liam, someone that I coach once a month, one of his big fears is changing career. He's picked up lots of small wins along the way, tackling and overcoming other fears, being more confident with people at work, speaking to staff members in restaurants and bars and places where he wouldn't normally, getting fit and healthy. Lots of other victories have happened along the way, and now he's feeling confident and ready to go for the career change. So the point being, if you have a big goal that you're intimidated to do, why not focus on some smaller goals, achieve them, and pick up some momentum, and know that that's on the horizon. That bigger goal, career change, finding a partner, whatever it is, that can be on the horizon. And you just achieve some smaller goals, notice them, appreciate them along the way to motivate you. One of the challenges of going for a big goal, even though I enjoy that stuff, I love the fact that I set my mind to escaping the 9-to-5 matrix of the working world and actually achieved it. There's value in that. But if you set your mind to a big goal and you're not seeing the success, it could feel disheartening. It might discourage you and it might make you take a few steps back. You might lose some motivation. So the first thing that you need is you need hope. Without hope, you're not going to feel motivated. So hope comes before motivation. And when there's hope there and there's motivation, you start to generate belief. And this does help you generate results. So still go for the big goals, but I think it's best to take a more holistic approach to life, working on several areas of life. And then you can take stock of all the progress you're making. Even if one area is more challenging, at least you're making progress in the other areas. Okay, you've got to wait a little bit before you can get that promotion. But in the meantime, you've joined a public speaking organization like Toastmasters, and you've started to come to my events to build confidence, and you're actually getting more confident delivering a talk. Cool. You're growing as a person. In the meantime, you've also joined a gym and got your diet right. Wow, there's fitness and health gains coming in as well. You're working on your relationships with other people, friendships, romantic, family as well, and you're improving these things. It's much easier to be happy when you're making progress in life. And this is why taking a holistic approach is really great, because even if one area is lagging, you're going to get some gains coming in, and that just keeps the belief alive because there's progress. It's also it's helpful to know that motivation comes after taking action. It's not the other way around. You don't just conjure up willpower and then take action. That's rare. The usual pattern is you take action, then you feel more motivated to take more action. For example, you go for a run, and after the run, you actually feel more motivated. But before the run, your brain was probably making excuses and trying to talk you out of going for a run. Probably saying it's raining outside, which it actually is today. It's raining, it's cold, not in the mood, you don't have time, you might get injured, all these different excuses. So before the run, there was probably an inner resistance. You overcame the inner resistance and took action. And because you overcame the inner resistance, motivation kicked in. Wow, I overcame this inner blockage in myself. I overcame the excuses and the fear and took action. Maybe I can overcome the same inner resistance in other areas of life. The hope kicks in, the belief. And I think that most people already know deep down that if they were really committed to going for it in life, succeeding, didn't worry so much about what other people thought, but just focused on actually making progress in the real world, actually being the real deal, rather than trying to create an image and maintain it. And you just carried on, you won that battle of you versus yourself every single day. You had a great routine that you stuck to. You know deep down that give it 6 months or a year, your life's going to be very, very, very different. You'll be very, very different. Things will be a lot better. And that is within your power, but you need quite a bit of motivation to stick to a daily discipline routine. And this is what I help my clients to do. A guy I'm coaching on Friday, he's been confident in the past, in his early 20s. So was confident, lost confidence, and now he wants to bounce back in a bit of a rut, struggling with a routine, motivation, all the rest of it. So I'm going to help build him up, so he's feeling confident and has a really great routine. One way that I view it, based on my experience, is when you're living a great routine, it's almost like you have these pillars which are holding you up tall and keeping you in a good place. And the pillars are based on you getting your health and fitness right, going to a couple of socials a week, being honest and open with people, and always moving forwards, being positive. But the health and fitness is huge for confidence. Just from a discipline standpoint alone, discipline's how you beat anxiety. What is anxiety? Lots of different definitions. You could say that anxiety is undisciplined focus. Focus that goes everywhere. Your attention isn't concentrated in the here and now. It's in the future. It's worrying. It's not disciplined. Today's Monday. Let's focus on making progress Monday and enjoying Monday. Anything beyond that isn't disciplined. It's mental masturbation. That's ultimately what it is. Me saying that doesn't mean that it's easy to overcome anxiety, but it is possible. It's possible to overcome it to the extent where it doesn't take over your life. It's part of life. It's part of the human condition, but it's not overwhelming. You can manage it a hell of a lot better, and doesn't stop you being happy, doesn't stop you being moving forwards. There's always going to be a level of uncertainty and tension that comes with uncertainty. But the great thing is, you can reframe that as excitement. And if there was nothing going on, you would feel so bored. You'd be grateful for a challenge. You'd be grateful for uncertainty. You're meant to have some uncertainty in your life. It's not a bad thing. It's how you interpret it. If you choose to interpret it as a hideous, ugly monster of fear, then you're going to have a really, really hard time with anxiety. If you can change your interpretation of uncertainty and view it in a lighter, more positive way, oh, cool, I don't know what's going to happen right now. Awesome. I'm going to be surprised. But anyway, let's get back to the here and now and enjoy the day in front of me. Maybe this uncertain thing will be a blessing. It's going to improve your life. You could say it doesn't really matter what happens to you, because that's outside of your control anyway. So give up trying to fight the things that you don't need to fight. Instead, rather than trying to control these external factors, focus on how you can respond to the current situation in your life. And as the situation updates, you can respond to the updated situation. It's all about how you respond to your challenges. That's the only thing you have control over. And to focus on anything beyond that is, again, it's mental masturbation. It's going to create anxiety, increase fear, increase unhappiness, worry. It's not going to make you happy, and it's not going to motivate you either. So when I say motivation, I can also say that it's important to be motivated from the right place, not from a place of fear and desperation. The place where it's like, oh man, I'm stressed out. If I don't do this thing, I won't be able to pay the rent. If I don't do this, this disastrous consequence will happen. What if this? What if that? I must do this or else. I really should do this. Not from that place. That is motivation. But that comes from fear. Afraid of consequences and trying to avoid these scary consequences. It's a little bit like you're a horse and you're also a jockey and you're beating yourself. That's not the best way to motivate. I'm talking about from a place of inspiration. As Tony Robbins says, don't focus on what's blocking you from moving forwards in life. Just focus on the action you have to take to move forwards. So stop focusing on the negatives that are holding you back and just start focusing on what you can do to move forwards and do that. It's the only logical thing. If life was some sort of card game, it's the best card that you can play in a situation. It's the best hand. You have to play the cards you've been dealt. So if life was a game, just make the right decisions. The logical, correct, best decisions that you can, and cut out that unnecessary worry. Motivation, the best place is inspiration rather than desperation. And this requires you getting in touch with yourself, listening to your body. You probably already know what you want to do in life. On some level, you have an idea. You might be afraid to admit that idea to yourself. You might think, oh, it's embarrassing. It's impossible for me to achieve it, so there's no point in saying it. But I'm sure that you have some dream. Whether you're fully aware of it or you've suppressed it a bit, you already have a purpose in life. Why are you doing what you're doing in life? There's a reason there. There's something. Maybe it's because you want a more comfortable future where you can relax and just drink in the fruits of life. Maybe you want to give back. You want to give a lot of value to the world and you have a vision, you have an impulse to do that. Most people's purposes are to do with being happy and giving back. A combination of the two. So motivation coming from that place is a lot more powerful and you're going to feel a lot more happy as well because it doesn't come from fear. For example, why am I doing these morning live streams? What's the motivation? It's not fear. It's not, oh my God, if I don't do the streams, something disastrous will happen, so I must do them. It's not like that. It's a choice. I could not do them, but I want to do them. I want to start to create something regular, help people out, make them feel motivated. So I want to inspire other people. I want to grow my business. I already love what I'm doing, so why not build upon something that's already good? It gives me a chance to work on different ideas and connecting with different people, practice speaking. So it's good for me. It's good for the people. It's good for my business. That's why I'm doing it. Simple as that. So it comes from a place of joy and leads to growth. And when you act in this way, you attract that back. If you act from a place of fear and panic and desperation, you tend to attract more panic, fear, and desperation back into your life. If you act really, really angry, you tend to attract more anger back into your life. You basically get back what you put out there energetically. So when you act from the right place, you're following your purpose, you're happy, you're doing something for a good reason. You feel good about doing it, and life is just better. It's lighter, less stressful, productive as well. You're not feeding those demons. You're being yourself. You're enjoying the fact that you're the artist, you're the writer, author of your own life, and you're taking back that control. So there's all kinds of themes that I have in the coaching, which help people out in different ways. And a great theme is get motivated, but from the right place. Think about the big picture in your life, what you really want to achieve, and start taking action towards that. Like I said before, motivation, it follows action. Action's the head, motivation's the tail. So start thinking about the big picture of your life, taking action towards that, and then motivation's going to come, and it's from the right place as well. Not from a place of fear, it's from a happier place. And just keep on going. And if you really don't know what your purpose is, you feel a bit lost, why not just work on yourself as a person, enjoy the journey of personal growth, make your life better, and trust that at some point in the future, you'll realize what your purpose is. And when you do, you'll be at a good level and well positioned to actually achieve it. So just general personal growth, enjoying the journey, it's endless. You can make that your current purpose. Your temporary purpose can be to grow as a person and improve your life until you know your ultimate purpose. So say you're at a job right now that you don't really enjoy. Ask yourself the question, why are you doing this job? How can it help me in my real purpose? If the answer is as simple as it's going to pay the bills and buy me time while I work on myself and figure things out, great. Now you know exactly why you're turning up and putting the work in. You know what you're actually going to gain. So you're going to feel more motivated. Motivation is the why. Why are you doing it? So getting really clear on the why makes you feel more motivated in general. And one of the challenging things with coaching is there's so many truths, and lots of truths can seem to contradict each other. So, for example, you might hear, well, motivation follows action taking. And you're thinking, okay, take action, feel more motivated. And you also hear that motivation comes from the why. Why are you doing what you're doing? And you might think the two things, they don't make sense. They can't both be true. And you can end up in these rabbit holes, things looping in your brain. But both help each other out. So when you know why you're doing what you're doing, and there's that clarity there, and you're taking action, the two things are synergistic. They both help each other out. I'm going to go for a run later on. Why am I going to go for a run? Because I want to get fitter and healthier. It fits with my vision as a coach, as a person. And, I coach in the areas where I've achieved results. So I can help other people get fit and healthy because I've actually done that. I can help other people start a business because I've done that. So the more that I grow, the more I can help other people to grow. So I know the why. I know why I'm going for a run. And I'm going to take the action as well. So I'm excited about the week ahead. I've got several coaching sessions on the cards. I've got 4 coaching sessions. Then I have 2 events on Sunday. I have 2 different coffee socials to help people reduce anxiety, improve conversation skills, make friends, and have fun. The first coffee social is for a smaller group of guys and girls, maximum 15 people. And this is a round table. Non-judgmental space. We all take turns calling out our fears, getting out what's bothering us, developing confidence and openness within the group. I make sure that I bring everybody out of their shell and properly into the room. And we discuss all kinds of personal development topics. Then I have a second event, which is from 2 till 4 p.m., just around the corner from where the first event is. The second event is much bigger. There's around 60 people there, and it's a bunch of comfort zone pushing exercises to help you tackle anxiety head on. Direct experience, public speaking, speaking to new people, joining groups, leaving groups, simulating the different social fears so that you get a chance to face them and really build your confidence. If you want to come down to Birmingham on Sunday and join in with one or both of my events, just drop me an email and I'll send you a link with all the details so you can see everything you need to see. Also, I do private coaching. Several different coaching packages that I've put together. There's some one-to-one coaching. I always give the first session free for my one-to-one coaching, and I coach in various formats. A really popular one is 1 2-hour session once a month. I also do group coaching packages I do public speaking courses. I do social anxiety courses as well. And I do them in the groups because you don't overcome social anxiety and build confidence by reading a book, by watching YouTube videos. You overcome it through real world experience, exposure therapy. But exposure therapy done in a smart way by a coach who has experience. So the idea of these courses, for example, the public speaking course, I have a 1-day and 3-month course. The idea is not for you to produce a really polished, fancy, well-rehearsed public talk. It's not about that. It's about you actually feeling confident and relaxed when public speaking. The only way to do this is to get you public speaking. And when you're speaking, I can coach you in front of other people to get you to loosen up, relax, get your fears out there, let other people see your fears. This helps dissolve them. And you can get that time under pressure that you need to relax more and more and more. And I'll help you open up, step beyond the fear, and tap into your own confidence. So it's exposure therapy in controlled and safe environments with motivation, encouragement, and expert coaching as well. If you're interested in joining in with any of these coaching programs to help you with social anxiety, just drop me an email and I'll let you know the details. We can get in a call, discuss it, answer your questions, etc. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.